when like the East Asian players are doing so well and are leading the tournament like Minh Lê is, because it could be very late for him if he's sitting at home.
Yeah, but don't a lot of chess players thrive past midnight is what I've heard rumors about.
Yeah, we're all born.
Maybe it's even worse to be in the US in the morning hours. Yeah, okay.
I think that's the thing.
Yeah.
All right, this is round 7 in Title Tuesday Game Week 9. Jan Nepomniachtchi on a perfect score is up against another player on 6 out of 6, Minh Lê. The winner of this game will take a leap towards winning Game Week 9. And will we see a winner or will it be a draw?
Yeah, big question over what's going to happen in this game. It's a very level-looking middle game here. It came from the Spanish opening, the Ruy Lopez. It was the Schliemann variation for those of you opening aficionados. And once the dust is settled, black gave up a pawn, just temporarily, won it back. We see opposite-colored bishops. It's the dark squared bishop for white, light squared bishop for black. Pawn structure is a bit odd, maybe slightly in white's favor, as black has doubled pawns. White has a bit more shelter in front of his king, as opposed to black's king. But all things being equal, it should just be the type of middle game where the stronger player will outplay the other. Chances for both sides, enough imbalances that I think both players will be happy. And Minh Lê, we see him looking very chill on the camera. He's a hair twiddler. That's his big tell. When he's nervous, his hair starts to get played with.
Oh, really?
But, he looks very calm for now.
Maybe you can even use it as like a poker face kind of thing. Even if he's not nervous, he can start fiddling with his hair. He is apparently playing from Vietnam. I can see a lot of people saying that in the commentary, in the comments. And apparently it's 12 p.m. So it is midnight for Minh Lê. Late for Jan Nepomniachtchi as well, if he is in fact playing from Russia. These two are on a perfect score so far today. Jan Nepomniachtchi playing super fast. Minh Lê down to 3 minutes, 30 seconds.
Do you know how much they care about it, David, to have like this perfect score? Do you think that they will be like avoiding a draw in this game, even though that could be like smart for the tournament situation, but then they're going to be like, no, I want an 11 out of 11. And today's a good day without Magnus, without Hikaru.
Yeah.
That's a good question. I think for the likes of Magnus and Hikaru, it's like a badge of honor. They will try as hard as they can to get 11 out of 11. I think these two, if they're still on 100% after round 8, round 9, then it's definitely on their mind.
Okay.
But for now, they just want to win the tournament, just want to take down their rivals, just want to kind of position themselves, jockey for that first spot.
Yeah. What is the most amount of points that you've been able to get?
I got 10 out of 11 once when I won in 2022, but Magnus wasn't playing, Hikaru wasn't playing.
Yeah, but you don't need to add that.
Nepo wasn't
playing. You don't need to let us know.
MBL, Faruja, they weren't playing. That was before they upped the prize money and it started becoming more attractive. But I think my average score is maybe, I don't know, around 8.
Oh, that's good.
7.5, 8.
Yeah, impressive. Really impressive. Jan Nepomniachtchi. Now, in the move with the white pieces, what is this game about now?
Yeah, it's about who can attack first. Opposite color bishops have this really drawish reputation, maybe unfairly so, especially in endgames. But when the queens are still on the board, rook's on the board, it's about attacking the opponent's king. And I quite like what's happened for Minh Lê here. He's opened up a beautiful diagonal for his bishop. You've got to be careful. You might want to move your queen out the way first. I sense some tension here. Rook versus queen, you always want to get the queen out of the way. But the black bishop, I was going to say, should land on the other diagonal. He actually tries to pin the white knight, also attractive. And it feels like white has some light squared weaknesses to deal with.
But look at Minh Lê, David. Fiddling with hair.
It was a matter of time. It was always going to happen. And yeah, that's a tell that he's kind of getting a bit excited, / a bit nervous.
Yeah.
Like he knows something's about to happen, critical moment in the game. White better now, apparently. And that's probably because you give a check with the white queen, and you start to kick the black knight out of your camp.
All right, Minh Lê from Vietnam, 29 years old, a grandmaster. He has 3 points in Champions Chess Tour, fighting to score a bunch of points today. Called Wonderful Time is his nickname on chess.com. I love that. He's won Title Tuesday 13 times, and he loves playing Title Tuesdays. He's played every single game week in the autumn split. Still not won it though. But he has a huge chance today.
He's always been up there, I feel like. He's always on these top boards at this moment in the tournament. But then maybe he's been struggling a bit against like the very top people. which is what's difficult when you do have 6 out of 6 points, is that you really can't avoid like the best players anymore.
Exactly. Well, the bar is swinging back and forth in this game.
Yeah, big missed opportunity for Minh Le. If I remember correctly, by the way, he won the final Titled Tuesday before we reimagined things. But big opportunity for him. He should have planted his bishop in the center, and he would have been staring down at this pawn. The black queen, black bishop would have been teaming up against the big weakness in front of the white king. It's all about the light squares there, and he should have been pushing his pawn 2 squares. He only pushed it 1 square forward. Very meek move there. A bit braver with that pawn would have given him an advantage, and now still slightly better. He's going to move his queen forward. It's all about whether Nepo's queen is offside at this moment in time. The idea is actually to drive the black queen away from the defense of her rook. Rook is attacked twice, so maybe the queen will drop back in this direction, but wow, rook takes rook as a queen sacrifice by Minh Le, and a blunder from Nepo, who took the queen. Where is the win? Is there a checkmate in this position? Minh Le, wow, look at those rooks coming in. He's about to take this pawn. The king is doomed. It's just checkmate. He's given up a queen. He's even giving up this rook. He's going to take this pawn, and no matter where the white king goes, the black knight delivers the killer blow.
And he's sitting as if he's playing a classical chess game and like leaning towards the board, putting his thinking cap on.
And that was incredible. He threw his rook forwards on the board, and then he threw himself forwards towards the camera. And Nepo is now spending a lot of time. He's probably noticing he's blundered.
Wow, and it's not the type of blunder you can come back from. It's the type of blunder that just ends the game. This rook and bishop combo just so strong now, supported by the knight. By the way, white can take the rook in 2 different directions. This rook can drop with the bishop, with the white rook. The queen can even swoop and take the knight. Everything, though, ends in black's favor after rook takes pawn. The white king will just be forced into the corner with some horrible discovered checks to follow. Nepo might just resign. This is one of the tactics I've seen so far of the autumn split.
Wow.
Just incredible from Minh Le.
Oh, but he does he sacrifices his queen back, actually. But when we count the pieces now, we can see that Minh Le has a rook in exchange for a knight, which should win him this endgame anyways. But he avoided the checkmate, Nepo, and he didn't give up, which was also maybe a bit surprising.
Yeah, impressive to keep fighting. But yeah, slightly surprising because he has so much material down. Bishop takes pawn. The bishop's coming in and behind to take this pawn, maybe take this pawn later. And Nepo clinging on to the position. But yeah, that tactic from Minh Le, I write a newspaper column where I have to find a puzzle every week. That's going in the newspaper.
Oh, love it.
That was a crazy move. Rook to f2. Oof.
And I'm always so impressed when they actually find these things, because sometimes it's like, it's easy to see when we have like a computer that will tell us, okay, he has like a moment now where he's massively better, but to like actually be on the lookout for these kinds of things in the game is so impressive. And also it's always scary to do that because you're worried that, do you even have time to calculate every single possibility, or do you just trust your intuition? So that was very impressive.
We're seeing a different phase of the game now. It's the conversion phase, where essentially it's the 3 black pawns versus the 1 white pawn. And yeah, those pawns won't be able to hold the storm forever. Eventually, one of the pawns will break through. There we go. The white bishop will most likely be forced to give up its life for one of the black pawns, the rook coming to hit it first. And yeah, you don't stop these 2 in a hurry. This is going to be game over. 30 seconds easily enough for black here.
I was going to ask. No hope for Nepo even on the clock?
No, maybe if it was 10 seconds, then you can race. You can try and distract the opponent. But a new queen is born, and there we go. Nepo resigns. Impressive win from Minh Le.
Wow. He goes up to 7 out of 7 after a